Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Welcome to the next reaction to 911 Season 2. Last episode that we watched was called Book Actually, which focused on various different kind of love stories. Some new love, like the couple in the supermarket, or the little gas station shop. Some old love, like reuniting, like the crazy lady on the bridge. And just things like Book, focusing on moving on from Abby and starting dating again with the devil lady, the reporter. But right at the end of the episode, he went on a date with a girl from the earthquake episode, which was really exciting because I really liked her. It was a good episode. I really enjoyed it. Made me cry, as per usual. So I made a deal with myself to try my best not to cry today. However, this episode is called HEN Begins. Now, someone in the comments did let me know during Season 1 that the show gets better from Season 2 onwards, and part of that is because they do these Begins episodes, which, as far as I'm aware, are like flashback episodes about how our various characters came to be part of like the 911 first responders. So HEN Begins will probably be about how HEN became a fire officer, and what we do know about it from the reporter episode was that she was shot, and through being saved by 911 that kind of inspired her to do it, which again, another one in the comments did tell me that actually happened to the actress. It's really cool that they've kind of incorporated her life story into the episode. I'm intrigued to see what they do with this episode, because I can imagine it's not going to be the normal type of episode, but they go on various different calls throughout the episode, meet all the different characters. It maybe just focuses on one storyline, but let's jump into it to find out. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode, and subscribe to my channel for the rest of Season 2. And if you want to watch the full-length reaction to this episode, as well as the next couple in advance, there's a Patreon link in the description box down below. Please check it out, it does help me out. Alright, let's jump into Season 2, Episode 9 of 911. Ben Begins? Wake up, Scott. HEN Begins.
First responders are born twice. The first time is when they come into the world. The second is the day
these are shots of episodes that we've seen so far.
Running towards the danger.
Seen HEN in action.
To risk everything to make sure that you get home safe to the people you love.
Is she into guys? I mean, what's her story?
Gross. Does it matter? Oh, I don't like that wig, darling. It's not a good wig.
You know, my patients always ask for the generic. It's cheaper.
If it's between being able to afford the pill or no pill at all, yeah, I think you should probably prescribe generic. Or maybe get your patients to go for a walk. Or maybe stop the processed food.
You have such a warm and generous heart. I mean, that's very unusual.
It's weird seeing her in this job, because it just doesn't seem like HEN. Get your hand off her.
I can tell you that I don't like to be touched without an invitation.
You tell him.
And when people invade my space, sometimes I pin their hand to the table with their own steak knife.
There's a Henrietta that I know.
They're gonna buy.
We were building and cultivating our relationship, right? I mean, that's our job.
You should have put yourself out there. You should have let him touch you. Where?
Do you even like this
Go
job?
away.
Because I gotta tell you, you don't act like it.
Hell no. I hate it. This is not me. None of this is me.
So what are you trying to say?
You asked her a question, she answered
I
it.
quit.
Yeah, HEN. You go, girl. There's this weird culture in a lot of companies where you have to love your job constantly, and there's a lot of people go to work every day, don't like what they do, but they do it because they need to pay the bills, right? And that is fine. That's absolutely okay. But there's this weird culture with some bosses where you have to love what you do, or they're not going to give you a job. It's like, but why? Why can't you go to a job interview and when they go, why do you want to work for the company? Why can't you just say, because I need to pay my rent? But they don't like that. They always go, I want to work because this company's so great. I'm so proud to say I'm a member of staff here. Rant over, sorry. It's touching there. I don't like that kind of thing.
They were just what I felt like I was supposed to be doing at the time.
I really hate that word.
So let me ask you a question. What is it that you hate?
People.
Bullies.
Bullies.
Yeah, they find people at their weakest, their most vulnerable, and attack. Like, how do you offer someone who's already down on their knees a fist when what they need is a hand? Are you okay?
I slept wrong last night, and I've had this pain all day.
Pain in your chest.
Where were we? You have a fire.
Drinking can't help. Was that water
passion,
or was it alcohol?
purpose. And I know this is gonna sound cliche, but there's a voice inside of us that when we listen to it, when we quiet ourselves and just listen, all will be well. All will be revealed.
Yeah.
Oh, Stacy!
911, what's your emergency?
Hi, I think my life coach named just had a heart attack.
Is she still breathing?
No, and there's barely
Oh, it's a shame they couldn't like get Abby for this episode, because it'd be cool to have her be on the other end of the line, even just her voice.
Starting CPR that quick makes all the difference.
Oh.
Probably saved her life.
I was a lifeguard one summer as a kid.
Must have been a good one. Even people with training tend to panic when they're confronted by the real thing.
Yeah.
Nice job.
I had first aid training for my job, but I think in a real life situation I do just panic.
I'm so proud of you, baby. You never cease to amaze me.
Man, I walked into her office this morning completely unsure
Go
what I
away.
wanted to do with my life. And now, I mean,
I was hoping she'd be with
I
a
found it.
What if you
other
found
partner by now.
It was all the stuff Stacy was talking about. I'm meant to save people's lives.
Hey, I get that you're happy, you know, and you should be, but this was a little fluke, right? I mean, you can't believe it's some
Fluke?
sign from God.
Oh, she's such a dick. I hate her.
Came from God.
I absolutely hate her.
Shot and lived.
It's like one of those things where your partner says, I want to do this new job, and rather
See
than
this?
support her and talk her through
This is
it,
a Los Angeles firefighter
Which was-
paramedic patch.
negative.
You're all here
negative.
because you want to wear one. Most of you never will. Physically and mentally, you'll be tested as though your life depended on it. You got! Because that's the business we are in. Life and death.
There's no way I could do this. I'm not fitting him.
Come on, Wilson. I don't know if you can do this.
You can see it in her eyes, she's determined.
That back, Wilson.
She really gives off that energy.
Make it, are you? Show me! Congratulations. You are now a Los Angeles firefighter paramedic.
Yeah, baby.
Captain Gerard?
Is that your real name, Henrietta?
Yes,
Oh,
sir.
it's him.
What did you do to your parents to deserve a name like that?
I just can't see him. If you watch
You're
Buffy, you know who
prettier
he
than
is.
most, I'll give you that.
He plays two different monsters in Buffy. A vampire and a demon.
That's the women's locker room. Don't mind the ping pong table. We'll move it out in a week if you're still here.
Yes, sir.
Guys, there's somebody I want you to meet. This is our new diversity hire.
Chimney.
For real? You know, Cap, there's another way to say that.
Yeah. We're screwed.
I'm Howie.
Howie.
Hen.
Welcome to the 118.
I hate that kind of oh, it makes me so mad. Dickheads. He's not even helping her. Chimney.
What'd you end up doing last night, Sal?
I used to like him.
You know what, Cap?
I know he's just an actor playing a part of it.
8 women were recruited, and 3 of them make it through the academy. 106 stations in LA, and we end up at 1 of the 3.
Why does it
What did
matter?
I do to deserve this?
She's good at her
Make an
job.
educated guess.
Watch yourself. You know how much it costs to send a woman through the academy?
So,
Same amount as it costs to put a man through, I imagine.
$82,000. That's how much money taxpayers flush down the toilet with every failed female recruit.
I don't know. I say if you can make it through the training, you've earned your place.
Is that what you're worried about?
And I'm worried about that poor son of a bitch who dies in a fire because you can't drag his ass out. And this is all because the mayor wants to say that female recruitment is up.
she did the training
That's what I'm worried
that you all did. Oh, I can't say the word I want to say because it's a really bad word. Oh, speaking of, the sun's coming out. Good old Manchester weather. Shit.
You guys, you ever build sandcastles? What happens when the tide comes in?
Where are you going?
So help.
Tide! Block is red tag, people!
Hey, baby. Hey, girl.
Just keep moving! The water's loosening up the mud!
Hot damn, Wilson. There's a log pinning her down. I got it. It's coming loose.
She's gonna be DOA.
I know, sir.
You're telling yourself what? That you showed us up? Well, congratulations. You got her out with enough time for her daughter to watch her die.
So, she helped. She did the right thing.
Hey, my number. I know a great bar on the west side. Oh, settle for a good damn bridge to jump off right now. I tell you it gets better, but you know I was lying. Call me.
Oh! No, Dr. Scott.
And yes, you're a minority too, but you're still a man. You benefit from a system that keeps women that look like me down.
You always make friends this easily?
I'm so glad the world is slowly changing. We've still got a long way to go.
Remind me of myself when I was a rookie. Stuck with all the chores. No way I was gonna let down my captain. No way. Other thing I did when I was a rookie was check up on my calls.
I'm gonna lose
Find
it.
out how the people I treated turned out. You ever go against my command again, and you won't be cleaning out grease traps. You'll be cleaning out your locker.
Stab him in the
You
throat.
missed a spot.
Stab him in the throat now.
No, you're sitting this one out. I'm not ready to have you back in the field. I want you to think about what I said while you're prepping dinner.
Okay. I'm very mad, but I'm determined not to cry. Okay, how long's left this episode? I can't handle this man much longer.
Casey, the gay firefighter from the 115.
Hi, Casey.
This is Beth Ann. She works at a Rampart. Three of us, we get together once a month. Swap war stories.
Oh, so this is like a support group?
Oh, relax. It is not like AA. In fact, can we get another round over here, please?
Yeah, I want to see.
I mean, it's very cute and all, right? From what, because I work in obviously in a nightclub or a bar. If anyone ever shouted over to me, "Can we get another round over here?" I'd be like, "Get your bitch ass to the bar and order it properly."
Told me he always wanted to taste some chocolate. Put his hand on my thigh.
Gross.
I told him if he wanted chocolate, he should go to Carvel, and that if he ever touched me again, he'd taste it through a wired jaw. Go in there with your head up, because they don't get to determine who you are.
Yes, girl.
You decide that.
I see you. I saw you all the second I walked in that door.
I won't cry.
All of you
No, Scott, don't
staring
do it.
down at me. I see you when you're hazing me. When you look at me, what do you see? A woman. A black woman. A lesbian. Good. Because I'm all of those things. And I don't expect you to love me. See me the way I see you. As a proud member of this department. One of the rare few that chooses to spend their lives in service of those who are hurt and those who need to be saved. If any of you have a problem with me being here, I suggest you ask for a transfer. Because I'm not going anywhere.
Yeah, baby. Oh.
Attention station 118.
Captain, I think there was another vehicle involved in the crash.
Yeah.
What are you talking about?
The bumper on the party limo has yellow paint on it.
Yellow paint.
She's right, Cap. I saw it too. It's all over the bumper.
I'm not diverting resources from a critical accident scene because you saw yellow paint. Your observation is duly noted.
He's stable and ready to move.
Go on, Chim, man. Go help her. Yeah. Oh, God. This is scary.
Sweetheart, breathe. Breathe, sweetheart.
Hold! No pulse.
Oh.
Come on.
Don't cry, Scott.
Breathe. Come on, sweetheart. Sweetheart, breathe.
Determined not to cry
Breathe,
today.
sweetheart.
I've set for myself a goal not to cry.
I got a pulse. You did it.
No, Scott, no.
It's a regular thing. The crying.
Damn well could.
Because now you got me going, I don't know how to handle it. Please don't tell the other guys, okay?
We would have done a sweep and found that second car eventually. But eventually,
It's
it
too
would have
late.
been too late.
Yeah, it was, dickhead.
I just got lucky.
Screw that. You're good.
Good. Good.
Since you started working here, we've received numerous complaints.
If I could just have a chance to defend myself.
It's not about you. It's about Captain Gerard.
Hey.
What? I
Hey.
never filed any complaints.
Not from you, firefighter Wilson. From your coworkers.
Oh.
What? Who?
That information is privileged. But let's just say more than a few of your firefighters have your back.
Some of the complaints got pretty colorful.
Your colleagues all have some pretty complimentary things to say about you.
Glad they have her back.
Quite
That
impressive.
makes me happy.
I had no idea. I seriously thought that you guys were bringing me in here to fire me.
Why would we do that? You're the future of the LAFD. Until we find Captain Gerard.
I want to cry again. Oh, what is wrong with me today?
Captain Cooks here is going to assume leadership.
You know what was going on in there before you sent me in? You set me up.
That's revenge for you making it so hard to be friends with you.
Thanks for sticking it out with me. And thanks for following
Just a
me
good
down that
person.
hillside.
First of many, I'm sure.
Is it all just chaos? Or do we have a purpose? I was one of the lucky ones who found an answer to that question. The curse was lifted and replaced with the gift of certainty. Why am I here? When it's your turn to have the worst day of your life, I am here to be the first one there to help.
Oh, so sweet. Okay, that was my reaction to Season 2, Episode 9 of 911, HEN Begins. And I don't know what I can possibly say that I didn't say throughout the reaction about how I felt about the episode. I wasn't sure going into it what to expect, really, because flashback episodes, about characters when we know where they kind of end up, I am not always a big fan of. It depends what they do with it, how it's done. Sometimes they can be really cool. Sometimes they can be really interesting to see the earlier version of them. Sometimes they can just be like paying by numbers and like I know where they end up and we're just seeing them get to that point. And it's not always super interesting. But this one did it really well because it played so heavily into her struggle becoming a firefighter. Not necessarily the training of it, because yeah, we saw her struggling with like the go through. I apologize, the sun keeps coming in and out and the light keeps changing. It's just very, very cloudy and sunny outside at the moment. But yeah, she struggled throughout like the actual becoming a firefighter, but it was more about her being accepted as just a person, as who she is, as a black, female, lesbian. And that was what was so powerful to me, and why I got so emotional all the way throughout, is that it did touch something close to home, in that it's been hard in my life at various places. Not so much at the moment, because I work in a gay nightclub, but there's times in my life, like particularly in school, where I was disliked, not because of who I was, not because of my intelligence, not because of my personality, but because I came out and people just didn't like it. And I totally feel for those people who go through that, and it's so hard to be judged on something that you can't help. Yeah, I think that's why it got me so emotional, because it was just not nice seeing the way she was treated purely for something that she hasn't done anything. She was doing everything as well as them, if not better, and yet she was being treated like an outsider, with hostility, with aggression, with rudeness, with bullying behaviour from the captain more than anything else. And he's like the one that should be supporting you and lifting you up. Like we saw the guy right at the end when the new guy took over, he just accepted her and said, like, I've heard great things about you, welcome to the team. And that's what it should be. If you're a firefighter and you've gone through exactly the same training as everybody else, what does it matter? Like, he said, oh, I don't want to be like, oh, what did he say? There was something the captain said when they were at the table having food. Something about basically what we got to do, what have we done to be put up with you. It's going to be our problem when you can't pull someone out, or you can't do this, or you can't do that. But she went through the exact same training as everybody else, where you have to like pull bodies and do ladders and drills and whatnot. And so it's like, that's where it becomes just such misogynist, racist, homophobic behaviour, where it's like, you're judging her saying she can't do these things, but she's proven that she can, and you still don't like her for it. And then she saved her life, and all he cared about, well, she got the woman out of the landslide. She didn't save her because she died anyway, but she did a good thing, and she gave them hope to the daughter. And you know, yeah, she might have died anyway, but maybe there was something they could have done. We don't know. But all the captain saw was disobey my orders, and even when there was another car accident and the other car went off the road potentially, she wanted to go look for it because it could save some more lives. He just said, well, I'm not going to do that just based on a hunch of some yellow paint. It turned out she saved the life of a child. So it's just, you all saw the episode. You know, you saw what I saw. And I'm hoping that your reaction to this episode was the same as me, which is that a lot of anger, but also really powerful messages throughout. I don't know what I can say other than I'm just glad that kind of behaviour is slowly, very slowly leaving the world. I mean, I work in a gay nightclub, bar, but it's both really. It's like a bar during the day and it turns into a nightclub at night. But and even I get homophobia. Even it's like unintentional homophobia. Like we had a customer in, 2 customers. It was a few weeks ago, and they came in because it was one of the only bars that was busy, and they were at the bar ordering the drinks, and you could tell they were straight just by the things they were saying and the way they were acting. You can't always tell by the way you act, but they were saying, oh, we don't mind people being gay, blah, blah, blah. I was like, right. But they were saying things that were like close to the bone, and I kind of gave them the benefit of the doubt. It was when they got to the point where they said like I don't mind giving people being gay, but I guess if 2 guys were kissing in front of me, it'd probably turn my stomach a little bit. I was like, right. I put like the drinks down I was pouring. I said, look, you can't talk like that in here. Again, other people will kick them out, but I give people chances. I said, look, if you keep saying things like that, you've got to go. And they didn't while I was there. They did to other people, and they had that one drink, and they were kicked out. But it's like, we live in this world where things are slowly changing, and things are more accepted. But there is a long way to go, and there is a lot of fighting to be done. And unless you're part of that, you don't understand how hard it is. Like I'll say that story to people about what these 2 guys were saying, like, oh, that's so wrong. They shouldn't say stuff like that. I'm like, yeah, but that is my reality. That is a reality of a lot of people who are of a different ethnicity, of a different gender in certain environments, of sexualities, that there's always a fight going on to be accepted, just to be equal, to be seen as normal, to like not be judged on those things. And I feel like I'm getting on my high horse. I need to stop because this is just the episode of a TV show, you know, we're here to have a good time. But the fight isn't over, and I'm just glad that we are slowly getting to a world where you can just be accepted for who you are. I mean, that's just, as long as you're not out to hurt someone, be you, be happy, be free. You should just be accepted and be happy. And at least for me, for my channel, everyone is welcome here. Comment away whether you're whatever you identify as, whatever colour you are, whatever sexuality you are, whoever you are. You're all welcome here, as long as you're not rude, you're not abusive. I mean, we do get some in the comments, but they just get blocked and deleted. Anyway, there was a few really nice moments as well throughout. Obviously, HEN's speech was beautiful. HEN and Chimney's relationship is always really nice because he went through some of the same issues that she had, but on a different level. Obviously, he was still a male and straight, so that was like 2 of the tick boxes that she didn't tick. Obviously, he was Asian, so he got left out of things, but she was female, black, and gay. So there was she had a big battle in her hands. But it was just really beautiful, that moment when the captain at the end said, we had a lot of complaints from other members of the fire department. Sorry, I had to go and close the blinds because the sun hit a window across the street from me, and it was like, blah, like my face was on fire. Yeah, it was a really sweet moment because it just showed that her speech impacted people, even though no one really did anything at the time. It was just that the chief guy just doing like a really condescending clap. And it was shown that she is heard, she is seen, and she's accepted by people, even though they weren't man enough to stand up. They just did it all quietly to the captain. I mean, they got the end result, which was good that he went. But it is also one of those situations where, like, if you have that opinion and you're willing to go and put complaints in, stand up, rally around her, be a team, because sometimes it's like a domino effect. Like, one of you stands up and does the right thing with her, other people might join in, you know. But that was a really beautiful moment, and it was just a really good episode. Like, I wasn't expecting a lot from it, I'm not gonna lie, because like I said, the flashback episodes for me of shows are very hit or miss, but I did really like it. It was really emotional. It was hard to watch. I apologise for my language and for almost crying 100 times, but it just hit home from some of the struggles that me and probably a lot of you have had as well in life. It was good, and I'm really interested now to see what they do with other flashback episodes. I did think this was going to touch more on the shooting, but obviously that was like way in her past. It was more about just her becoming the fire officer. I thought it would be like the early stuff as well. But yeah, I'm interested to know when we do more flashback episodes, if it's going to be the same sort of emotional turmoil, or if it's going to be more... I don't know what it's going to be like and what it's going to touch on. That's going to show us a different side to these characters. Because now I appreciate Hen even more, knowing what she survived through and what she fought through to get to where she is today. Love it. Love it. The show is so good. I think at this point, we're at the halfway point of the season as well. Got 9 more episodes to watch. I believe the next episode is the mid-season finale of Series 2. And I think it's called Merry Xmas. Xmas. So ex-boyfriends, ex-girlfriends. Is Maddie's ex-boyfriend going to show up? Ex-husband? I don't know, but with it being a mid-season finale, I think probably. So I'm scared. Alright, let me know down below in the comments what you thought of the episode. And as always, my name is Scott. Hope you guys are well, taking care of yourselves and staying safe. Subscribe to my channel if you're not already. Take a look at the Patreon link down below in the description box. And I'll see you all very soon for the next episode of 911 Season 2. Bye guys, take care and stay safe.